I still remember the way my father looked at me that day, his eyes narrowing as he shook his head. "You're chasing a pipe dream," he said, voice thick with disbelief. My mother's laugh echoed behind him, sharp and dismissive. "A painter? It's not a real job. You'll end up starving, wasting your life." They believed I was foolish, reckless even, for daring to follow something as impractical as art. I felt my chest tighten, the sting of their words sinking deep. But beneath the hurt, a strange quiet grew, an unwavering resolve. That moment, I knew I couldn't stay in their world of expectations. I packed my brushes, my canvases, and left that house behind, determined to prove them wrong. The road ahead was uncertain, but I refused to let their doubts define me. The journey was brutal. I slept on couches, sometimes in my car, and ate ramen for months, chasing every small gig I could find. Rejection was constant. Gallery after gallery turned me down. Critics dismissed my work as unfinished, and my savings dwindled to nothing. There were nights I questioned everything. Was I deluding myself? I worked multiple jobs just to buy supplies, sneaking into art shows to learn from others, soaking in their praise while my own work went unnoticed. But I clung to the few who believed, an old mentor who saw potential, a friend who bought my first piece. Each rejection fueled my determination. Every small victory and acceptance, a new commission, kept the fire alive. I told myself, one day they'll see. That day arrived when I finally had my first gallery show. The room was packed. My paintings hung proudly on the walls, and people admired my work. Some traveled miles just to see it. When the critic called my collection a raw, compelling voice of resilience, I felt a surge of triumph. My art was no longer just a dream, but a tangible achievement. I had transformed from the kid dismissed as foolish into someone whose work was celebrated. The weight of years of doubt lifted, replaced by a quiet sense of purpose. I had made it, not just financially, but emotionally. I had proved that perseverance could carve a path through even the thickest walls of skepticism. I returned home for my mother's birthday, nervous yet proud. As I stepped inside, I saw her eyes widen in disbelief when she saw the magazine featuring my work, a whole page spread. She looked at me differently then, almost as if she was seeing me for the first time, not as her foolish child, but as someone who had fought through the impossible. When she finally spoke, her voice trembled. "I never thought you'd make it, but I'm proud of you." Tears welled in my eyes, not from gloating, but from a bittersweet ache. I knew I'd lost years, moments of warmth and family, but I also gained a sense of self I'd never had before. Success had come, yes, but so had the understanding that sometimes the greatest revenge is simply living your truth.